as a manager, how much impact do you actually have on the engagement of your team? There are so many other factors: employees' personal lives, the organizational culture, rules that the business has, other teammates. A lot of managers and supervisors, one of the things that I hear really often is, I don't really have any control over that, Carol. Like, it is all these other things. So today, I want to ground us in two really important stats, because all of those things do matter. But here's what we know from the research. One, managers account for at least 70% of the variance in employee engagement. That means almost 3/4 of the difference in how engaged somebody is directly attributable to you, the manager, right? That only leaves about 30% for personal lives, business rules, other teammates, etc. What we know is that most of it really is about the supervisor. You make a huge difference in employee engagement. Second stat that's really important here: 50% of employees quit their boss, not their job. That means when somebody leaves a job, 50% of the time they will say it is because of my boss, supervisor, manager, right? These two stats really help us zone in and say, okay, we need to pay attention to other things, but the supervisor is by far the biggest predictor of employee engagement across the board, right? And this shows up in study after study. While other factors may play a part, you really are the key, right? So if you feel like your employees are not engaged, it is very easy to spend some time going, you know what, it's because I have other members of my team that are just a mess. It's because of what the organization is doing. It's because of this. It's because of that. All of those things play a role, right? But as the supervisor or manager, my encouragement to you is to go, you know what? Regardless of all those things, I still have the biggest impact. The reason you still have the biggest impact is people are engaged when they feel seen, known, and valued, right? I've said that in every video this month, and I'll keep saying it over and over again. When people feel seen, known, and valued, even when circumstances around them are difficult, they are willing to be engaged. They are willing to commit. They're willing to do what the supervisor is asking them to do and really give it their all. Being seen, known, and valued by the person who is directly responsible for an employee is the biggest impact that we can have on engagement. So if you are struggling with engagement on your team, first off, if you don't know what to do, get some help, right? Reach out to me. I'll be glad to attempt to help you. There are lots and lots of resources out there, trainings, coaching, etc. But you really are the biggest impact on engagement for your people. So I encourage you to think about, what can you do today to help your people feel seen, known, and valued so that they can give you their very, very best on a daily basis.